is a time pass. क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो मारी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you, live at zero complaint level. मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Karma is done for purification of the mind. When we talk about purification, we indirectly tell our mind is dirty. Now what is the dirt in the mind? The dirt in the mind is likes and dislikes. I versus you. I am miserable, I am happy. All these things are in the mind. So, how by karma the mind can be purified? And what is the purification of the mind? There was a young couple blessed with a child and living in a terrible place called as Mumbai. Mumbai people's happiness, you know what? I was standing there for the bus, and my bus number came, happy. And then, when I was standing there, I could get inside the bus, second degree of happiness. The third, I could stand near the post, hold it, no problem. More happiness. I could get a seat. And height of happiness, I got the seat near the window. And the ultimate is, the bus stopped exactly opposite my house. See? So, such a couple, they were blessed with a child. And then on Sunday, the child is sleeping. That day husband has cooked everything because, honey, darling, you are doing every day, today I will do for you. And everything done, sitting together for food, and in a love affair, their food was being fed each other. That very time, that Rakshasa started crying. So, as usual, the wife is getting up to, no, today is my day, I will do everything. And then he goes and see what is happening. So she tells, remove his covering and see what is there. And he removes that and Vishwarupa Darshan. And then he's, come on, dirty fellow, you do, I can't do it. Now that mother comes and does everything. See? For her, it's a joy. Swamiji, that day you came and you took my baby in your lap, and you know what happened? For 3 days he has not gone. So, I am Pergolax. Now that mother, she did not feel disgusted because that is expected of her. The mothers are meant for cleaning the filth, isn't it? Therefore, when we do something as our duty, we are not obliging anybody in this world. On the contrary, when we complete our duties, what happens exactly is, there are no impressions of regrets ever committed on our mind. See? No, when I was young, I should not have done this thing. In front of me, he died, but I refused to give him water. Why? Because I hate you, I will not give. And oh God, now I am feeling so bad about it. See? And therefore, the spiritual practice is, we do the karma, see, karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Karma is done for protecting us from ourselves in the future period of time because of our wrong or right actions in the past. So, karmani chitta shuddhartham. Then, aikagriyartham upasana. Upasana is meant for making the mind single-pointed. And in that upasana, whenever you do anything mechanically, your mind's involvement is not required and your mind will not become single-pointed. You are observing me. When Ram Raksha is being chanted, because I know it by heart, I don't require mind to be involved. I keep on doing other things. Exactly the same thing. Those people who are mechanically, regularly doing the same thing again and again, they become robots. That is not the way of doing upasana. Now, for example, this technique I told some of them are doing it. Every day chant one chapter of Gita completely, second day second chapter, third day third chapter. If you chant only one chapter by heart it, like you can see in Rishikesh, when that Bhandara is given, all the Babajis are sitting, and then it starts, Urdhva Mula Madhashakam Ashthuda aur de dena, Urdhva Mula Madhashakam Ashtratam Prahuravayam Dhandam Saparnani. It goes on and on. Mind is not required. And the spiritual practice is, we have to work on our mind. See? Therefore, upasana, when it is done, you have to focus your mind. And for that, we told you a very simple technique. If you simply keep on chanting, then the tune comes. No. So, in addition to chanting is karma. In addition to that, if you listen, then your mind is involved. Karmani chitta shuddhartham, aikagrartham upasanam. Then mokshartham brahma vijnanam. So, to know one's essential nature, we have to study and remove the wrong notions. Spiritual practice, according to Vedanta, is not knowing anything special, but deleting that which was not required. See? What sadhana we do to know that I am man or woman? No, not required. In the same manner, to be divine, nothing is required to be done. Then everything has to be undone by unbecoming. See? And how do we achieve this? This is the technique. Involve your mind in whatever you are doing 100%. And for that, this is the topic that we are doing. That earlier, yad etal vyavrityatmakam brahma upasya muktam tada eva idanim prithivya pankta swarupena upasanam uchyate. See? First we are told the three. Bhur Bhuvasvaha. What was that? it was knower known knowledge. 3. So wherever there is this 3, discover that the 3 are dependent on each other, and mutual dependency is supported by an independent factor. Such a simple thing. This is day, it is not night. This is joy, this is sorrows. So, that which is a joy, it is not a sorrow, that which is sorrow, it is not a joy. They are mutually dependent. But both of them are supported by the third independent factor, which is illuminating both the joy and the sorrows. Therefore, we have to go beyond these mutual dependency. And how it can be done? When we transcend the triputi, technically speaking, or the triad, experiencer, experienced, and experiencer. Known, the knower, and the knowledge. When we function under the chain binding experience of the mind, we are in samsara. We have to go beyond that. And for that, Bhurbu Swaha, these Vyavruti were explained. Now the same thing is being explained from the Pankta, the 5. Now what are these 5? For this Pankta is a chanda in Sanskrit grammar. Prithivya antariksham devar disho antara dishaha. Now these are the 5 things. Everything is told in 5 ways. So the earth, the antariksha, the space, the Dyulok, which is beyond the air capsule, and the directions and the other direction, corners. These are the 5. Similarly, the Devata Pang. Devata means the one who is illuminating. So the Agni, air, the fire, air, sun, moon, and various stars, etc. This is the Devata Pankta. These are the one who are illuminating. Devata is that which illuminates. So the Agni, Vayu, etc. And then we come to the Adhibhuta 5, and that is the Apa, Oshadi, Vanaspati, Akasha, Atma. And thereafter another 5 comes the Adhyatma Pankta. It is Prana, Vyana, Apana, Udana, Samana. And then Indriya Pankta is the Chakshu, Shrotra, Mana, Vak, Tvacha. And ultimately the body is made out of some dhatu. So Charma, Masa, Snayu, Asti, Majja. Now all these 5, they are supported by the 6th, which is independent of them. But they cannot exist without the reality. This is the meaning. See? Now to be subjective, when we say Prana, Vyana, Apana, Udana, Samana, they are functional only if there is life. In the dead body it is not. So all the functions of our body are conducted under the grace of this reality, that is what we are. And therefore, everything around us can change, but there is a changeless factor. That factor we have to focus on. Now for that to focus on, what is to be done is, no, Prakriti has Vikruti, you cannot stop that. It will be having modification. Accept it cheerfully, gracefully, or accept and suffer. Acceptance or no acceptance is not the choice. You have to accept it. And to accept it intelligently is not to react. See? Once you take this stand, then we are following Upasana. Now if you see those people who do Upasana, how difficult it is. They'll be getting up early in the morning and take the cold water bath and then sit down and do the puja and do the japa pranayam. It is not comfortable for people like us. Why they are doing it? Because they are committed. So Upasana discovers a faculty in us how to remain committed to whatever we are doing. That is Upasana. Without commitment, nothing can be achieved. But that commitment should not bring a kind of arrogance of success or guilt of failure. These are the opportunities given to us, and therefore, thode gam hai, thodi khushiyan. Sometime we will succeed, sometime we will fail. In this manner, every experience of ours becomes the spiritual practice if we are following this. What is this? We learned Sanskrit. Shiksham Vyakhya Samaha Varnaswaraha Matravaram. So we have learned it, then apply it in the same manner. These are the various karma and upasana techniques which are told in this first chapter, Shiksha only. So Shiksha is education. Now in this education, if the education is not applied in our life, then what is the use of that education? See. Therefore, if we are walking spiritual path, the first requirement is living at zero complaint level. What is the complaint? Complaint is, oh, this one constantly crying. No, beautiful, very nice, good. See? कोई दिक्कत नहीं. There is a friend of mine in Delhi. This is his word which I took from him. Before he listens to you, he says, "Samajh koi dikkat nahi." Arey yaar, let me talk what I have to tell. No, koi dikkat nahi. Whether you talk or you don't talk, we will not do it. See, start with that positive thing, you will be totally different person. Otherwise, everywhere complain. See? So, those who go through difficulties and complain, they are a different quality people. Those who go through difficulties and enjoy, they are the seekers of truth. See? Enjoy doesn't mean you are suffering, I am suffering. No. Enjoy means living at zero complaint level. So this was the various upasanas told to us in the first. So what is the ultimate? Whatever we learn, we have to apply in our life. See? We can buy the food from the market because we are hungry. But our wife cannot eat on our behalf. She will eat, but not on our behalf. We have to eat. Therefore, friends, there is no proxy in life. We have to live our life. There is no proxy for death. Will you please die for me? No. Then there is no proxy for our spiritual practice. Nobody can do it for us. But normally what people do, पंडित जी आजकल जरा बीमारी चल रही है. Yes, सेठ जी. पंडित जी what? एकाध महामृत्युंजय मंत्र का जप ठोक दो यार. अच्छा सेठ जी करें. Dakshina, you people are greedy all the time, money. Hey, anyway, take it. 100 rupees. You want to live long. Bargain 100 rupees. And then the Panditji also has to deal with people. So the Sethji turns and Panditji says, Sethji ho gaya, over. Over Mahamrityunjay japa so quickly, 100 रुपये में ऐसे होता है. Many of our Indians have got this wrong notion. Chinese goods are bad. No. Indians want everything best but no money to be given. The same Chinese goods if you buy in USA or UK, there you pay through nose and they are oh, beautiful, you know. सस्ता चाहिए. इसीलिए अध्यात्म, we have to work for it. There is no proxy on that. Now we enter the Ashtam Anuvak. Omiti Brahma, Omiti Dagam Sarvam, Omitted Anukrutir Hasma Apyo Shravayatya Shrawayanti. anukriti hasmava apyo shravayetya shravayet omiti samani gayanti ogam shomiti shastrani shamsati omityadvaryu pratigaram pratigranati omiti brahma prasauti omityagnihotra manujanati omiti brahmana pravakshannah brahmopa avapniti brahmaivopapnoti. Om iti Brahma. Everything is Paramatma, and that Paramatma is indicated by the name Om. When you say cow, immediately a figure of cow comes in our mind. When we say Mahatma Gandhi, what comes in our mind? 100 rupees note. I am a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. See? But when we say Om, no figure is formed. See? And you know, Om is written in so many different ways. Bengalis write different way, the Tamilians write a different way, the North Indians write different way. Original Om Sanskrit is hardly written by anybody. So, Om iti idam Brahma. So, Om is the Brahman, therefore, Om iti sarvam. Therefore, Om is everything. Then, Om iti etat anukruti hasmava apyo shravayati ashravayanti. So, by this word Om, the acceptance is said. Will you like to have more tea? Om. So, every expression has to remind us of the divine. Om iti samani gayanti. See? And similarly, the Om is being chanted by those who are chanting the Veda mantras. They also start Om and then they start. See, we also started Isha Upanishad. Om Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. So every auspicious thing begins with Om, because it is the ultimate. And then those who are listening, they also say, have you understood? Yeah. No. Om. Not ya. Basa. Om iti shastrani shagam santi. And similarly, these all the here Shastra means the various meters, like in the Rigveda it is the mantras, then in the Yajurveda it is only the prose order. So all these are chanted by adding the Om. In this manner, for everything, should it be done? Om. Should it be done? Om. Don't do it like that. So in this manner, Pratikaram Pratigranati Om iti Brahma Prasauti. Here Brahma means for every karma kanda there are 4 types of Panditji. 4 from each Veda. So Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda. 4 of them. So it is 16 plus the Yajman and his wife. 18. Therefore Ashtadashoktawaram karma. So there are 18 persons involved in doing the karma. So and all of them are guided by the CEO. The CEO is the final one. So before doing anything, like before I start my talk, I ask my CEO, should I start? He said, yes. Om. See? It is such a simple spiritual practice, friends. Be a follower in life. I was telling, he referred to me yesterday. what is the character you like the most from Mahabharata? I was asked somewhere. I said, I like Nakul Sahadev. Nakul Sahadev? We even don't know even their names. You know the greatness? Greatness, they were very calm and quiet. Because they were very clear. Our eldest brother, Dharmaraj, he knows everything and he knows how to take the decisions. So we usually follow. Why think? No, you should have been, no. It is such a lovely lifestyle. So, if you are a husband, I am not telling follow. Pretend you are listening. Don't argue. Do whatever you have to do. See? Therefore, Om. So, should we start Om? It is said. After that, then the orders are given in this manner. Even Omiti Brahmana Pravakshannaha Brahma Avapnoti. And in this manner, by using the same Om, we can attain ultimately everything in our life. In short, now don't take word by word. In short, in every expression of our life, involve divinity as the foundation. That is the meaning. You know, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, this particular topic comes. The language of the scriptures is different than the language of worldly things. See? Scriptures, parokshatvena means what? Something is said, but something is meant. See? What we call in technical language as Taittareya Nirnay. Why something is said? What is the purpose of telling Taittareya Nirnay? Taittareya Tat, Paramatma Parya, that which will take us up to the reality, Taittareya. And in our English language we call simple words is moral of the story. Now in that story there are so many things told, but what is the purpose of telling that story? In the same manner, the purpose of telling Om iti Brahma, Om iti Digam Sarvam, in this manner Om, and every aspect of our life is included in this. What does it mean? It means in every interaction with the world, we should be in tune with the divine reality and nothing else. This we told you in simple words. In our life, other than Bhagwan Krishna, nobody comes. वो boss है, he can come in any way. Once we change our attitude, then you will come to discover many times things happen in our life which we feel they are injustice to us. But in the long run, you come to discover that was essential for our evolution. See? If the trees, you can see the trees in the jungle, and you can see the trees in a garden. What is the difference? The garden trees are always jealous of the jungle trees. See, they can grow the way they want, but here they come every now and then, do pruning, cut here, and so on, But then, when they get appreciation, oh, that garden is so beautiful, every tree is so perfect, not a single leaf is here and there. And when the trees hear this thing, really nobody praises the jungle like that. But when the pruning was done, that time, I am getting hurt. See, friends, every difficulty in our life is for our evolution. You all have gone to various temples. See? Earlier, it is just a rock. In Hyderabad, once I was going with somebody many years before. Jubilee Hill, and that it is a posh area of Hyderabad. So on the way, away from the township, huge rocks are there. And two big rocks. One day, one sculptor came. And he came with his pen, pencil, scissors and everything. And he was looking here, going with a hammer and tuck. Finally, he selected one rock and started his chisel hammer treatment. When this was going on, this rock was, oh God, why I am so unfortunate. Every day that fellow comes and hits me with the chisel. It's so painful. See, that is so lucky rock, I think this is my last life. I must know. Crying. And it continued. It didn't stop. And one day, a most beautiful Vigraha of Narayana was made and lifted with great pomp show and installed somewhere, and then millions of devotees coming and doing namaskar. Oh God, now I understand that rock is still there. And on that rock, who comes? Birds come and do abhishek. See? Chinnam punarapi punaha swadu chaivekshu dandam dagdham punarapi punaha kanchanam kantavarnam ghrushtam punarapi punaha chandanam charugandham. Whenever there are difficulties in our life, understand we are being taken care of by the Lord for our spiritual evolution. See, whole attitude in life changes. Changing the attitude is the only way to grow spiritually. Don't complain. See the divine presence in every aspect of our life. This is the meaning of the Ashtamanukva, Om iti Brahma. Otherwise, technically those things which are given, when it is and the Pandit says yes, it's okay, it's own place. But what is the moral of the story? This is the moral of the story. Now, ninth Anuvak. Rutam cha swadhyayana pravachane cha satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha tapascha swadhyaya pravachane cha damascha swadhyaya pravachane cha Shamascha swadhyaya pravachane cha Agnayascha swadhyaya pravachane cha Agnihotram cha swadhyaya pravachane cha Atithayascha swadhyaya pravachane cha Manusham cha swadhyaya pravachane cha Praja cha swadhyaya pravachane cha Prajanascha swadhyaya pravachane cha Prajatischa swadhyaya pravachane cha Satyamiti satyavacharāthitaraha Tapeti tapo nityaham Paurusishtihi Swadhyaya pravachane eveti nako maudgalyaham Tadditapa taddistapaha. Now see how many times they are repeated. When something is repeated, it tells how much important it is. It is not by mistake, like the old type, that's cassette, go, same thing again. See? Go on. What is further? This is the further. Importance. So, first, Rutam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Rutam is the truth as explained in our scriptures. Satyam is the expression of the truth as explained in the scriptures in our personal life. So, Rutam vadishyami, Satyam vadishyami. That means whatever I am talking is in tune with that Upanishadic or Vedic declaration, and that alone I follow. Truth cannot be decided by us. It is decided by the scriptural authority. Then, tapasya swadhyaya pravachane tapas. This world is created by tapas. Sa tapo tapyata tapas taptva idagam sarvam asruja. Paramatma did tapas. Now what is the tapasya Paramatma? See, these things you have to discover, they are not in the books. Tapasya means what? Suppose somebody is standing on two legs, it is not tapasya. Standing on one leg, all the both legs are functional. Tapasya, great tapasya. When it is cold outside and yet you don't have clothes on you and yet you are sitting there and not shivering, no. Tapasya. Agre vanni prushte bhanu ratro chubuk samarpita janu. It's so hot, but you are sitting in the open sun and all fire around. Meaning, natural state is rejected and we live in a state which is difficult to live in. This is tapasya. Therefore, marriage is a tapasya. You are all tapasvis. तापने को तपस्या कहते. Now, what is the tapasya of Narayana or Brahman, the reality? Sa tapo tapyata tapas taptva idagam asrumajata. So his tapasya is, although he is one without a second, yet he is adopted to be many. That is what I told. Although by birth all of you are single, even if you are twins. Single. And then what is marriage? Marriage is a tapasya. You willingly give up your independence. See, tapasya. Therefore, all the grihasthas are real tapasvis. That is why we should serve them. Then they give us food. See? So, tapasya swadhyaya pravachane. Now, what is the tapasya for us? So, Bhagavan's tapasya is that he is one without a second, yet he adopted the otherness, the duality. What should be our tapasya? Our tapasya is we should refuse to become miserable under any condition. This is tapasya. Physical comforts, etc., honor, dishonor, the whole thing can be put in one word. See? Nirvishesha satta, non-specific being is God realization. Non-specific. Kuch bano mat. See? There was a guru and his disciple. They were walking along the Ganges bank and it became evening somewhere. So the Shishya said, Maharaj, you must be tired. Actually, he was tired. Yes, be tired. Then, should we halt here? Yes, we can halt here. We got nothing to do, nowhere to go. See how beautiful that life is. Then he was searching, young disciple and Buddha Guru. So he was searching. He saw one field and there was a machan, a raised platform made out of some support bamboo, etc. So he thought, I'll go and sleep there. He said, Maharaj, I will request you to go and sleep over there comfortably. He said, no, I don't want to sleep. Anyway, I don't get sleep. I will do my japa. You go. Exactly this is what he wanted, the disciple. He went there and lied down as if, a dead body on the battlefield. Then at about 9-10 o'clock, the owner of that place came with a lalten, with a portable light with him. And he climbed the ladder and went. And this fellow was lying down like a kumbhakarna. He said, "Who is this sleeping?" So lying there, "Don't you see? Mahatma hu." And Mahatma hu. She started giving him left and right and threw him out. Next day, then the disciple said, "Maharaj, we'll stay one day more." "Okay, one day more, no. But tonight you should go and take rest there. Yesterday I have taken." Okay. Maharaj went to the same place. And he, being a Babaji, he was simply sitting, quiet. Again that owner came and he saw this Mahatma simply sitting quiet. And he said, "Oh, who is today?" He did not speak anything. What the disciple did, when he was asked, "Who is this?" "Dikhta nahi kya Mahatma hu." So he became Mahatma. Real Mahatmas don't talk. See? Mauna vyakya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam. The moment you become Mahatma, you have lost your being and you have become somebody. Therefore, real spiritual practice is don't struggle for becoming extraordinary in life. Incognito existence. See? This is so important, friends. And this we have seen when the Mahatmas move, then there will be inner circle, middle circle, outer circle, you have to talk to them, and they, no, Mahatma is not available, you can, and you, the devotees are waiting. No in between. Because the moment you become extraordinary, you are divorced from the divinity. See? Then you are free from the impact of respect and disrespect, honor, dishonor, gain, loss. See, friends. Therefore, we have to recognize this simple thing. To tapasya swadhyaya pravachaneda. What is the tapasya? Tapasya is, do not become extraordinary, remain ordinary. If others are feeling cold, you also put on, I am so feeling cold. No. He is a Mahatma. See, we are feeling so cold, he doesn't feel cold. So be attentive. You have got eyes, but you cannot see. What does it mean? Your eyes are non-functional, isn't it? Is it a good condition? Bad. You have got ears, but you can't hear. What is the use of that? Similarly, you have got skin, sparshendriya. He is cold, but you don't feel cold. Then you are bahira. Your skin must feel cold. See, those who get very high degree of diabetes, slowly, they start losing the perceptions. And when it becomes beyond control, becomes gangrene, and you amputate that part of the leg. Therefore, we have to remain normal, don't have to become abnormal. This is the meaning. Tapasya swadhyaya. Then damasya swadhyaya pravacanacha. Now, dama is control over our faculties. And of all the faculties, take only one. And that is tongue. Our tongue is 2 in 1. When used for talking, it is called a jivva. When used for tasting, it is called rasana. Both areas, we become enslaved. See? So much addicted to the various tastes. There used to be a friend of mine in probably Guwahati, somewhere in Assam. And he was eating that kwai and tambul pan. They don't eat what we eat in this part. They eat raw supari. Each is cut into 4 pieces only, and they will be taking the leaf and half of it, and little bit of chewing they will put it, and the whole day it is full. And this finger they have got a lot of tuna. दूसरे को लगाने को नहीं. And every now and then, so that tuna goes on the tongue and it gets covered, and slowly it became to such an extent, he has lost all the taste buds. Anything he eats, he doesn't get any taste. So what he was doing, before taking food, he has to wash his mouth and rub his tongue with the finger or the toothbrush, and then slowly he will start getting the sensation of the taste. Why? Because so much of slavery to the tongue. Without pan, how can we eat? See, friends, that doesn't mean I don't eat. No, you eat what is available cheerfully, happily. But don't create any impressions that I like this only. No. Enjoy if it is there. If it is not there, don't suffer. This is with reference to the rasana aspect. And the tongue aspect, our mantra tells, Dekho suno mat bolo. Friends, you catch this point. Water and ice cubes. Ice cubes are different shapes, different sizes, and many. The source water is one, no shape, no size. Ice cubes require a special status. You take out the ice cube from your fridge and put them in a glass. Everybody will have his own personality. But the water, comfortably in any place. If this is clear, mind is like the water, and words are like the ice cubes. Mind doesn't disturb anybody. The grossified mind, the words, they create problems in life. To understand this, try. Think whatever you want to think. So you are thinking, good. Now, think whatever you want to think, but one condition. Don't use words to think. Think without using words. Can you? Instead of complaining all the time, work on this. Damascha Swadhyaya Pravachanech. Swamiji, mind is good, then what can your mind you suffer? Why thoughts come in the mind? Instead of that, work. Stop talking to yourself. How simple it is. Simple maybe for you when you suffer. Don't justify you are miserable. We are miserable never because of anybody. We are self-sufficient. And therefore, when we are all alone, I am getting so bored all alone. So you are suffering because of your own presence. So how terribly miserable you must be for others. If you are at peace with yourself, you have learnt everything in spiritual life. See? Therefore, tapascha swadhyaya pravachanech, damascha swadhyaya pravachanech. See? We do this thing to our children. See? Beta, you should not use bad words. You should not speak the lies. And the phone comes. किसका phone है? The son left the phone. स्वामी जी अमुक उनको बोल दो घर में नहीं हूँ. अरे, you are telling your son to tell the lies, and you teach him satyam vada dharmam chara. The reason is our words do not carry the meaning, and therefore they don't have impact on the listeners. See? Our problem is this, I don't know, Swamiji, I tell the same to my children, they don't listen. But when you tell, they listen, because our words are no word, they are empty, noisy boxes. Then shamascha swadhyaya pravachane. Shama is swalakshe niyata avastha manasaha shamochate. There are two aspects of the shama sadhana according to Shankaracharya Bhagavan. See? Virajya Vishaya Vrata Dosha Drushta Mumurvuhu. We can start our business depending upon what investment we have. So if we have to start our business of spirituality, what do we have? With that we start. Yes, we have the ability to find faults even in God. Very good investment. Dosha Drushti. Then use that technique, that investment, and see what are the shortcomings in the worldly indulgence. And when you discover the negative points of anything, your mind will help you to withdraw yourself. Virajya Vishaya Vratat Dosha Drushta Mumurvu. Slowly stay there. See what are the shortcomings. And when we are convinced this is very good, then we will run after that. See? Corruption, I only don't do, everybody does it. So we have not understood the importance of the honesty. So this is the shamascha swadhyaya pravachanecha. When we are able to make our mind available to us. Meditation, one simple statement. Whenever, wherever, for whatever purpose we want our mind, it is available 100%. This is the peak of Shama. Mind is fully available. Through wisdom. See? And nobody can help us. We have to work ourselves. Then Agnayascha Swadhyaya Pravachane. Agnayascha Swadhyaya means what? Remain in your life with whatever you are supposed to do it as your obligation. Agni stands for the Kartavya Karma. See? If we don't take care of the fire, it will burn us completely into ashes. In the same manner, if we are living in the relative world, it is our responsibility that we must fulfill our obligations. If we don't, we are going the wrong way. See, friends, to break is easy. To remain in spite of the breakage is the spiritual practice. Then Agnihotram cha Swadhyaya Pravachane. Regularity in our disciplined life is a must. It is not get up any time you say, anyway today is only Sunday, what will I do after getting up? And therefore keep on rolling on the bed and all unwanted thoughts keep on coming. There is a term in English. When you are out of your sleep, but you don't get out of the bed, that time whatever thinking goes on, that is called a wool gathering. We gather so much of wool, we can make a carpet for the whole India. Getting out of the sleep is not a problem. Getting out of the bed is the problem. See? So simple these are. They are not something difficult. You all know that. But we don't learn. In Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, there is a mantra comes, which is quoted by Swami Vivekananda. And people think that Upanishad is borrowed from him. So, the mantra is Uttishtata Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Uttishtata. First get out of the bed and then become awake. Because getting out of the sleep is never a problem. Problem is getting out of the bed. And therefore, if we have this discipline, we will no more be wasting our time, energy in our bed unnecessarily. See, friend, watch this. We keep our phone for charging overnight because it was completely discharged. Night it is done fully charged. How it gets charged? Its battery is connected with the mains. We are in place of the phone. Whole day completely discharged, frustration, anger, and then you go to sleep. Then we are connected to the divine. Whole night we get charged. Morning we are fresh. But then keep on looking at this dumb. And by the time we want to get up, his battery is also discharged and your battery is also discharged. And then again you want to connect to the mains. Give it a try. After your sleep is over, bump out of the bed. See? And make the bed perfectly immediately. See? If you start making your bed after you get out of the sleep, you know what will happen? To avoid it again and again, you will not sleep. But we are expert. What is our approach? फिर सोना ही तो है, why open again sleep? See? Laziness. Therefore, Agnihotram Swadhyaya Pravachanasya. More than Japa, Agnihotra is more powerful. Do you know why? While doing Japa, your mind is not there, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But if you are doing Agnihotra, you have to offer the ahuti in the fire. Look here and there. So this I have done in Kaivalya Dham. There I used to do this Agnihotra. So my old habit of doing japa, and then it doesn't matter, it will happen. Okay, then you get a oh God. So Agnihotra tells you how to remain alert 100% in every expression of life. Friends, we have to remain integrated 100%. That is why our mantra tells, be 100%. Then, Atithayascha Swadhyaya Pravachanacha Atithi. We are not Atithi in this beautiful ashram. Atithi means those who come without appointment. See? And therefore, if you don't get something you want, you are not obliged. Atithi is, they are in real need. You know, before 1975 or so, have any one of ever thought water will be sold in the bottles? See? Now we cannot think of water without a bottle. Similarly, at the end of 1885, like that time, there were no hotels for selling food. So when you go to any new village or town, you will go to somebody's house and your Atithi reach there and he will be taken care of by the Grahastha. But now, even with the hotel we go, we cannot go Atithi. And if you go with the Tithi, sorry, your room is booked. See? Therefore, Atithayascha means whatever comes in our life as a surprise, take it in the right attitude and go through that. Manusham cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Manusham cha means whatever we are supposed to do as a human being. So what is the thing? First of all, we are here in this world to be such a fit instrument so that the divine can choose us to express through us. Don't worry about this world. When I was talking like this somewhere, one social worker became very disturbed. Swamiji, I didn't expect this thing from you. I said, many people are disappointed. You are not disappointed. Then you are telling, don't worry about others. How it is? Then who will look after this world? I said, have you created this world? No. The one who created, let him bother, you relax. But even our scriptures tell, I said, our scriptures also tell. What? Bhagavan Krishna said, na? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. I will come, you don't worry. See? I always remember, when I remember this shlok, Bengalis. Just imagine for the joy of it. If Bhagavan Krishna was a Bengali, how he would have said it? Joda joda hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. See? Arjun would have run away. Hey Krishna nahi hai. See, the one who created, he knows his job, how to take care. We are here only for one purpose. We should be such a fit instrument so that he will choose us to get his job done through us. See? Like the flower has fragrance, the flower does not give fragrance. And the fragrance is a divine gift. And the divine gift will come if we are capable to come up to his expectation. And what is his expectation? We are fully, completely empty so that he can occupy and get his work done. See? And therefore, Manusham cha swadhyaya, then praja cha swadhyaya pravachane. You must have kids. Prajanas cha swadhyaya pravachane. Don't adopt. Adopting children is not a right way of living life. See? There is one lady, a Westerner. She adopted one child, one girl. As when she was small, it's okay. When she started growing, maybe at the age of about 12 or 13, this happened in UK. And then she started going to drinks and drugs and clubs and late night lying on the road. Then a message will come. Then she has to go a lift, and she was asking me, Swamiji, only for her benefit, I have adopted her. I said, why don't you have your own children? Oh, I can't take that. So you want to enjoy the motherhood at the expense of others. See? If you don't have children, you don't need it. Don't meddle with God's creation. Then, but while this is happening, I said, who is the child? And then she told. I said, who are the parents? Oh, her father was a aboriginal from Australia, and her mother was a prostitute. Now she is in Canada, and her legs are amputated because of the diabetes. Now, when you sow the chili seeds, expect a tomato to come, whose fault it is? See? Therefore, what is required for our evolution? That should be the criteria. But instead of that, we become smarter than God and suffer. Therefore, prajanascha swadhyaya pravachanecha, prajatischa swadhyaya pravachanecha, let you have grandchildren, etc. Satyamiti satyavacharati taraha. This is the only way to lead a dignified, proper life. Tapeti taponitya. And this is the real tapasya. See? If I am happy because I don't have wife, what is great in me? You are happy in spite of your wife. You are superior than me. Thank you, Swamiji. At least somebody appreciates. See? When everything is comfortable, we are happy. What is great about it? When everything is in sixes and sevens, and yet we maintain our cool, that is spiritual practice. So, Grihasthas always talk about, when I take food somewhere, and I like achar. Why? Because achar khane se vichar achhe hote hain. So, once I asked, hey, Mama, which is this company? This achar is very tasty. Swamiji, I made it. Homemade. So I have to keep quiet. But why you say like that? No, normally good achars are from the market. If the achars are not good in the market, they will not be sold. Home achars, you have to say they are good, or else you will not get anything. So you want everything homemade, is it not? Why go to Himalayas and struggle? Homemade problems. Get up in the morning and you want a cup of tea. एक मेरे लिए भी बनाना. Make one for me also. Ram Ram. Homemade difficulties. See, friends, therefore, tapa iti tapo nitya paurashishti sadhyaya pravachana eveti nako maudgalyaha. So, take spiritual life as a tapasya. Tapasya doesn't mean suffering. Tapasya means enjoying the sufferings. That is tapasya. Otherwise, we will be always complaining, living at zero complaint level. Swadhyaya pravachana eveti in maudgalyaha tadditapaha. And Mudgala's son Maudgalya said that yes, it should be practiced, understood and lived in the life. This is itself a tapasya. In short, our life must be full of tapasya. After this, we come to the 10th Anuvak. Aham vrukshasya reriva kirti prishtam gireriva urdhva pavitro vajaniva samrutamasmi dravinam brahma varchasam sumedha mrutokshitaha iti trishankor vedanuvachanam aham vrukshasya reriva. See? In the 15th chapter as well as in Kathopanishad, this world is explained as Vruksha. See? Urdhva moolam adasham shakam ashvatham prahuravayam. Vruksha means what? Vrishchanad Vruksha. That which can be cut is Vruksha. Now, if you have to cut a tree, will you take a feather, peacock feather, and with that you want to cut the tree? You want to slowly, okay, will it be cut? Then, asanga shastrena dridena chitva. See? With firmness, commitment, only you can go beyond this relative world. It can be done. So, Vriksha means the world. Now, how to go beyond this world? This is what Bhagavad Gita tells so simple ways. First of all, the world is glorified and explained exhaustively in 2 verses. Urdhva moolam adashakam ashvatham prahuravayam chandamsi yasya paranani yastam veda sa vedavid adashchordam prasruta tasya shaka guna pravruddha vishaya pravala adashya moolan anusantatani karma anubandhini manushaloke. Oh, so beautifully described. Then, thereafter, don't try to see such a tree, urdhva moola adashakam, tree doing shirshasana. No, don't. Then, narupamasya tathopalabhyate. You will never see such a tree anywhere in the world. Then what is to be done? Then, asanga shastrena dridena chitva. You take the shastra, the pickaxe off or anything, very sharp sword, and drudena. If you want to cut this, it will be with a firmness, in one stroke. This is said. Now, what was told initially, the tree world is so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then the teacher says, Na rupamasya tathopalabhyate. You will never see the beginning, center and end of this world. These days I was reading and studying one buzzword coming too much, the quantum physics. And in that quantum physics they tell, nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. And they are getting Nobel Prizes. We are talking whole life and we are told you are rubbish. See? Narupamasya tathopalabhyate. Now, the mirage waters, they look beautiful, very nice. Where from they begin, where they are maintained, where do they end? See? And what are mirage waters? Appear under a particular condition. If those conditions are not fulfilled, it cannot appear. This world also appears only under particular conditions. If those conditions are not fulfilled, world disappears. Don't have to go anywhere. Just observe in your own life. Last night we were all sleeping. Where were we? Time, space, object gone. See? How simple it is. Then what is to be done with the illusion? Recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to go beyond illusion. You can do nothing. We cannot stop illusions. They will keep on appearing. But then those who want to improve this world, one person asked me this question in Delhi recently. In that Birla Mandir, there is one shloka. The purpose of human life is Paropakaraya idam shariram. We should do paropakar. But you are telling social service is not spirituality. I said, yes, I am telling. And that is also right, I am also right. Depending upon what you understand. Para means Paramatma. Upa means near. Kara means to go. That which will take you nearer to your divine nature, for that the body is given to us by God. परोपकार अपना तो सत्यानाश कर लिया, दूसरे को उपकार करे यार. You will see most of these so-called social workers, their personal life is in completely mess. Therefore, they are jealous of the other world. उसको भी destroy करके रखेंगे. See, friends, if you are at peace with yourself at home, you don't have to run here and there. Like the flower. Flower doesn't run from place to place to spread the fragrance. Those who come, they get it, those who doesn't matter. In the same manner, upakara is not done. It happens. When something happens, there cannot be arrogance of success and a guilt of failure. And therefore, here is one of the most important things, that aham vrukshasya reriva, I am the very substratum which is supporting this illusion of this world, and kirtiye prishtam gireriva. And therefore, my glory is like the tip of the mountain, girehe iva, urdhva pavitro vajiniva samrutamasmi, and I am being the absolute substratum, and therefore, like the sun is everything for this world, I am everything with immortal. And sumedha amrutokshitaha, I am dhana, the wealth, sumedha, most beautiful, and Amruto Akshataha, and I am unchanging, unborn, undying. This is what is my essential nature. This is how Trishanku's son said this. So these are the declaration of a wise person. See? Therefore, Aham vrukshasya rerivaha kirti prishtam gireriva urdhva pavitro vajaneva samrutam asmi dravinagam idam sarvam sumeda amrutokshitaha iti trishankor vedanu vachanam. Like we have got Om Bhurvusvaha Tasaviturvarenyam. This is a kind of mantra which will remind us that we are the substratum of everything, and substratum is that which is not influenced by what is supported. Like the ocean is not influenced by the waves. Addition of the waves is not a burden to the ocean, and absence of the waves is not a lightness to the ocean. In the same manner, if there are 100 of you, it is not a burden for the eyes, and if only 2 of you, it is not a lightness for the eyes. Remember this rule. Illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. We illuminate waking, dream, deep sleep. So we are not touched by anything. We experience joy and sorrows. So we are supporting both. We are not influenced by anything. This is what is the spiritual practice. After this was given to the students in the Shiksha Dhyaya, then the valedictory function, or it is also called as the convocation address. Now what is the convocation address? That we will take in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.